All form is an illusion of sorts. We carry these things just so that we can fracture away from them again. We are attracted and unattracted, connected and unconnected, robbed and gifted of everything. These are the natural aspects of life. I feel that it is entirely possible to keep being crazy, and I think that we are all crazy. That in order to get through life, we just need to keep an attitude of deep and unending faith in ourselves and be willing to never hold on to anything. To live in a world of attachments and never, ever hold on. Everything in an individual's life is reflected to them as they are. What is carried, burdened, what is held on to, limiting, what is meant to be transmuted, overcome. These are all pieces of the individual, karmic pre-programming that are ingrained within each soul alongside the pre-programming of the human condition. On a societal scale, it can be much simpler to understand, research, explore, and accept pre-programmed and conditioned systems that are, quote, outside of us, mostly because it is easier to process these without having to take full ownership and responsibility. The extent of the individual programs can be so deep, so ingrained that any acknowledgement of them on a personal level can remain unattainable and unoptionable through to the extent of generations or lifetimes in length. So to say, it is extremely hard for the person to open themselves up to a larger reality, larger and more malleable perspective aside from what they already know. I wonder sometimes whether or not I have figured out exactly what life is supposed to mean or to be experienced as. Whether all the things that I think are really true or if they're just too far-fetched or too scattered and complicated or maybe not grounded enough in their clarity. It truly seems that there is such a constant fixation of all things, fixation on judgment, fixation on attainment, or fixation on level of spirituality or purity or love and who does it properly or who doesn't. And we're always comparing, we're just always forming all these expectations, and in reality it seems like they're all so different, and we all have so many different words, ways or methods or ideas on which one is right or wrong or the best, the easiest, the fastest, feels the most pleasurable. All those factors that complicate the simplest of things. They complicate existence, complicate being, complicate the vacancy of life, really, the emptiness of life, and the palette of creative expression that is quantum and actively changing, always. All of those things, all of the fixations on opinions, ideals, judgments, desires, views on people, and different topics, conspiracies. It's all always changing. That's why I deeply feel there's a changeable buoyancy to all things in life. Nothing's ever truly stable, because it's not meant to be. Life is not meant to be stable. Life is meant to flow. Life is meant to enter even the most awkward of crevices or weird mazes that are formed, to seep into every little tiny, huge, infinite aspect of existence, of being human in the matrix of reality. Everything in nature is so vast, so hard to explain. It's almost more beautiful when it's not explained, judged, put in a box, labeled as something. Made linear through thought.